What's up, guys? Welcome back to the e-bike builder channel. In this video I'm gonna add a shift sensor to this TSDZ8 mid-drive bike. So this is a mid-drive motor that goes into the bottom bracket of any kind of like standard bike, 68mm bottom bracket size. So I pop that thing in there. So now I need to hook up the gear shift sensor so that whenever I shift my bicycle gears back here, the shift sensor can detect that the cable is moving, and then it cuts power to the motor so that nothing crazy happens with your drivetrain, right? Because these motors have a lot of power and a lot of torque going through the chain, and if you're shifting while the motor's going, it can be bad news sometimes. So I have this gear shift sensor. It says SS01 on it. And it's just like a little waterproof connector. It's like a little yellow circular connector that I've connected into my TSDZ8 motor right here. There's like it's like a yellow, there's 3 pins inside of it. So it's a wire that's coming out of the motor, and I've ran it up through here, and I've connected the shift sensor. I've ran the shift sensor up along here, and it's just kind of dangling right here, and we're gonna install it right now. So I'm gonna have to take my shift cable out of this housing. We're gonna have to pull it up quite a bit, and then I'm gonna cut the housing kind of like right here, and then we're gonna connect this housing to this side of the shift sensor and then run the shift cable through the sensor. And then I'm gonna kind of like cut just a little bit off of the housing of the shift cable, and then the shift sensor will kind of go in between there, in line, and have that shift cable going through it. Right, so we gotta take the cable out and then cut it here and snip a little bit off, and then run the shift cable back through here and get that thing in line. So let's do it. So the first step, we're gonna have to come down here and take my shift cable and then get this thing off of the end of it. So you can see right here this little end cap thing. We gotta get this off of here. So now I'm gonna get my 5mm hex wrench. And then I've got my derailleur. We're in the highest gear, so it's all the way down here on the smallest cog, and the derailleur is all the way this way, and I think that's where all the tension is kind of released from the derailleur, right? And then so we're just gonna take this, we're gonna loosen this thing up so I can get, oop, that's a 4. I'm gonna loosen this thing out with a 4mm hex wrench. Oh, to loosen up that cable and then get it. Alright, so then now after I've loosened that, we can get that coming out of there, and you want to try not to fray the end of that. If you have a soldering iron, you can solder the end of it, but we're just gonna be gentle with it. Now we gotta figure out, where do we want to cut this brake line. So this is let's see here, or not the brake line but the shift line. So what I should do is I'm gonna go up to the shifter and then pull the cable back out a little bit. So let's go up there and figure out how do we do that. So I've got, let's see here, it's oh, I can see it in there. It's like right here. There's this hole, and I can see the end of the shift cable right there. So I'm gonna I'm gonna see if I can't push it up this way a little bit. Down here, just push on it. Oh, there we go. See, now it's coming out right here of the shifter. So I'm just gonna, so how long, let's see here. I'm not gonna pull it all the way out, but so we need like, let's see here, one mallet worth, probably, like a little bit over a mallet. So let's pull this out by 1 mallet's worth. That's my unit of measurement. Okay, so here we go. We're pulling it out. And I'm going to pull it out a little bit more. Like this much more. Okay, so that's just hanging there. Now, we can come down here, and this is the part where we can kind of... So now, before we take this thing off, let's figure out where do I want to put this shift sensor. Probably like right here somewhere. So I think we want to cut this thing like right here. Maybe. Now this shift housing can actually sink down inside of this thing. So we probably want like a little bit more of it. So a little extra length on there. So let's see. So I'm gonna eyeball it here and cut this housing about where I think we're gonna want the sensor to have the housing end. So probably something like this, perhaps. There we go. Looks like I might have misjudged how much of that cable was still beyond that point. Let's see here. All right, well anyways, we need to cut some of this off of here, right? So let's measure how much do we have to cut off of here. If this thing's gonna be about right here, and this thing was previously this long, we want to cut off not a whole lot of it, but just like a little section of it with the Park Tool cable cutters. Okay, so now that I've cut my shift line and we've cut a little bit of this housing out of there so that it's just slightly smaller, now we can see how I've got that shift line. Well, first of all, let's get the shift cable. Let's push the shift cable back through a little bit here. So now the shift cable is right here, so let's get that cable going through there. Let's get some more of this coming through here, and then make sure that this cable is going through here. It seems to be the difficult part. There we go. See how we did that? Now that shift sensor is in line here. I could probably even hook that onto that thing, perhaps. Let's see. Alright, so now down here we can finish up this connection. Let's pull the rest of that shift line back through here, and then make sure that shift housing up by the lever, I kind of like pushed it back into the shifter as far as it'll go. Now we need to get this thing going through here nice and smoothly. Get that back going into the derailleur. Get this little clip thing going back on here. There we go. So the shift sensor should be installed now. Let's shift through my gears here and see and make sure that the derailleur is still working properly. Might need to add a little bit more tension on that. Alright guys, so let's connect the battery. Turn on the Tongsheng TSDZ8 from Powallon. Alright guys, so it seemed like I was having, like, the shift sensor just wasn't working. And so what I found was that I have this shift sensor and it's exactly the same as this other one, but this one isn't working. And what I found was that this one, when I shake this one, like, I can't hear anything. Like, I can't hear anything shaking at all. So I think something broke inside of this one, or like fell apart, or like something's wrong with this. I'm gonna throw it away. It's broken. It does not work. The little light was lighting up red and blinking, but like the shift sensing was not working at all. And then so I plugged in another one that's exactly the same shift sensor, and it's blinking just the same. But this one actually works, and I noticed that inside of this one that I have on the bike now, this working one, when I was shaking that one, like, I could hear something inside of it rattling. So if you have a shift sensor, rattling inside is a good thing. And if it's not rattling inside, it might be broken. That's what I found. But now I can demonstrate the shift sensing now that we've got it on here. So let's just start pedaling along here. Shift. It can be difficult to get that torque sensor to go with my arm. So let's see, maybe let's just throttle. I'll turn it down to 1 power and we'll just test the shift sensor throttling. So let's hit. So I'll shift right now. Oh, right there, the chain didn't actually shift. But nothing happened. Alright guys, so we got the shift sensor installed and functional. We troubleshooted a broken shift sensor. And that's basically it. That's how you do the shift sensor. You just run the shift cable through it. You plug it into the motor. In this particular case, the motor has the shift sensor cutoff wire that you can just wire straight to the shift sensor. But on some motors, you might have to wire the shift sensor. It's basically the same as like a brake cutoff. So you could always wire the shift sensor up and then use a splitter or something to hook it into a brake cutoff as well if your motor does not have the shift sensor connection down here. But it seems like in these newer Tongsheng TSDZ8, they are wired with a shift sensor connection down here, like the BBS mid drives. So that's kind of cool, because then the shift sensor can just connect straight into that, and then you don't need a long wire going up to connect the shift sensor into your brake cutoffs. But yeah, so that's it guys. I installed the shift sensor on my Tongsheng TSDZ8 mid-drive motor, so that when I'm shifting gears with my derailleur, the motor's gonna cut power, and then we'll avoid any bad things from happening to my drivetrain and my chain and stuff. So that's how that works. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video on the e-bike builder channel. I got some more parts coming for this bike club, so stay tuned. I'll see you then. Peace out.